Hello everyone, and here we are back in the disc vault again, and we're going to go through the shelves and we're going to pull off this comedy here, Blue Streak, starring Martin Lawrence. Let's have a little chat about the movie and this DVD. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the disc vault, and today I've pulled this off the shelves, and it's a movie that I wouldn't normally do. And the other night I was wanting to watch something, and I generally like an action movie or something like a drama movie or a thriller, something like that. But I fancied, as perhaps sometimes we all do, I just fancied something a bit light-hearted and having a laugh and a comedy. So I picked this off the shelf, and I hadn't seen it before, and it stars Martin Lawrence. It came out in 1999. It's called Blue Streak, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about this DVD copy that I have and a little bit about the movie, so there are a few spoilers, but yeah, let's get into it. So this DVD copy that I have, it's in a widescreen of 1:8:5:1, so that will take up basically your whole screen. It's not like in the 2:35 or the 2:40:1 formats, which are more widescreen and have the black bars. I actually prefer them to the 1:8:5 format. But something about this, I was quite shocked. It actually looked very, very good on DVD. I was very impressed with this. And on the back it does say that it has been enhanced, and they've done a really, really good job with the transfer of this copy. I was looking at some of the information that was coming through with the megabits per second, and generally it was 4, 5, 6, but occasionally it would peak, or one peak I got up to 8.9 megabits per second that I saw. So it was coming through very well, and it looked really good, and I was really impressed with this copy that I have. I'm not saying your copy would be like that, but if you can get hold of this widescreen edition, and if you can look on the back and you can see that it's the enhanced version, it might be worth a pick up if you like some comedy and you like Martin Lawrence. So yeah, a few spoilers, but I do want to talk about this movie because it made me laugh so much. I really enjoyed it. I really, 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 really enjoyed watching this the other night. And what happens in this movie, okay, so spoilers, if you've not seen it, turn off, but I'm just going to talk about it because the premise of it was really funny. The Martin Lawrence's character, he's a jewelry thief, and they do a little heist and they steal this big diamond. And it goes a little bit awry, and what happens is the police get called and there's a chase that ensues. The character that Martin Lawrence plays, he goes into this building which is basically being built. It's not finished yet, and he's being chased by the police, and he goes through a little gap and he crawls through some ductwork, some air conditioning ducting or heating ducting, and he knows he's going to get caught, so he takes the jewel that he's just found and he kind of hides it in the duct. And his idea is obviously, I'll get caught, but I'll come back and I'll make a mental note of where I am, and I'll come back and I'll get this jewel out of this duct. And I don't usually go into this much detail about a movie, but I just wanted to go into a little bit of detail with this one because it does make it so funny. So he gets caught and he goes to prison for a couple of years. Now, after he's done his time, a couple of years later, he comes out, and this is where it starts to become really, really funny. Is the building that he's hid the jewel in the ductwork. A couple of years later, by the time he comes out, it's actually now, he goes there and it's actually now a police station. So he has to kind of work out how he's going to get into this police station and get his diamond back. And what ensues is his little journey of him trying to work out how to get into the building. So he kind of fakes his way to become a cop. And the funny thing is he's just trying to get this jewel back out of this ductwork throughout a lot of the movie. But incidentally, because he's now a policeman, he actually is quite good at his job. And all the other police people, they think he's great. They think he's such a great police person. So it's really, really funny, this kind of little play that happens between the character that Martin Lawrence plays and I'll tell you who else is in it as well, is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is one of his sort of in his gang to begin with, but he comes back into the movie a bit later, and it's just so funny. It really is a funny movie, and I really enjoyed it. And if you want to just watch perhaps a light-hearted movie that doesn't really mean a great deal or anything, but you just want to laugh and a bit of fun, this is, I would recommend this for a laugh. It was really funny. It came out in 1999, so everything's got that 90s look to it as well, which I actually kind of like. I like the cars in that period, and the computers, and the, you know, the everything in the surroundings. So yeah, I really enjoyed the movie immensely. The director of this movie as well is somebody called Les Mayfield, and he has, or prior to this, he had directed Flubber, but a movie that he had done also, which I love to this day, starring Brendan Fraser, is Encino Man. So that's the director, and yeah, he's done this Blue Streak as well, and yeah, a very competent director, and obviously he's got this comedy genre ability, which comedy is quite difficult to get right. You either get it right or you don't get it right, but he gets it right. And obviously Martin Lawrence is such an accomplished actor in that comedy sphere. So is Dave Chappelle. So it's got some real chemistry. And another little part of this movie I really enjoyed was how the as I say, the other police people in the precinct where this building now is, that Martin Lawrence interacts with, is the play between them and Martin Lawrence. It's so good. It really is so funny. It's like you've got the funny character and you've got the serious characters, but the serious characters, they make you laugh even more than Martin Lawrence sometimes, because they really genuinely believe that he's a really good cop and he's great at his job. And yeah, it just made me laugh, man. And you know, I just wanted to share it. It's not really a movie I would have perhaps picked up, but the wonderful thing about having a bit of a collection is you don't really know what you want sometimes, and you just come in and you have a look through the shelves, and it might have find something you haven't seen for a long time, or you haven't seen before, even if you've picked up some DVDs in a little lot. And yeah, I just had a great time watching this movie. There are a few bonus features on it, not a lot, but just about the making of it, and that was quite funny as well. So if you're interested in, you know, how it was made, that was worth a little look, and I enjoyed watching that part of it as well. So that's about all I've really got time for today. Just a very short summary of the movie. It was a good movie. It looks good. It looked really good. This DVD, I can't tell you enough how blown away I was with how good this looked, especially on that 1:8:5 format. So yeah, I really recommend this movie if you want to laugh and you just want to chill out and have a light entertainment evening, and you want to go back to 1999 for some reason. Give it a watch. That's about all I've got time for, like I said. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you found any enjoyment in this, if there was any information you found useful, please hit the like button, give us a subscribe. It would mean so much, and it helps the channel grow, which is kind of what I'm trying to do at the moment. And yeah, just thank you for your time, and until the next time, I will see you then. Thanks guys, see you later.